Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm with my friend Rosie today.
Hi.
And Rosie and I met because we're both makeup artists, and we don't work. We've worked together a few times, but we don't really work together now. We just sort of stayed in touch.
Yeah.
Because she's fun. I like her. And Rosie does I'll let Rosie tell you, but she does lots of creative like bits and bobs, and yeah. Do you want to tell us like what you do, what you sell, what you make, and how you got into doing it?
Should I tell the long-winded story or the short-winded story?
The long-winded
The long-winded story. Well, when did I can't even remember what year I even met you, you know?
It's quite a while.
It was when we were on that photo shoot thing.
We were on so it was a photographer's workshop, but we were the makeup artists there, like doing the makeup for the models that the photographers were taking pictures of for the workshop.
So that was probably 2014 perhaps. Was it about 2014?
Maybe.
2014, that sounds so long ago.
Oh no, it's like 4 years ago.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, 2014, and that's when I was doing like small jobs, and I didn't realise that makeup you had to actually find a lot of the work yourself, and I thought that you'd basically be given it on a plate, and you're not. So I decided to make my own little business, and I didn't know what to make it of at first. I was just sort of putting out loads of ideas. I've got a little notebook where I've wrote down like loads of different random ideas, and one of the last ones was my dream catchers, and that's sort of what I first went into, and then I was making them fully. I should have got them, I could have showed you, and they're literally just there. So I was making dream catchers, and then I got a bit bored with that because it takes ages to make it.
Yeah. This is alongside like doing makeup work.
Yeah, just like the odd jobs. And then so I got bored of doing my actual full-on dream catchers, so I decided, I'll just put loads of materials in a box and I'll let them do it themselves, so I don't really have to do that much. Little did I know that actually it takes ages to cut up loads of materials.
Yeah, perfect amount.
But so I started doing that and started selling my dream catch kits, like a do-it-yourself kit, and they took off quite quickly and quite well, because I remember I put them out in about September, and I just got on Not on the High Street. I didn't even say where I was selling them, so I was selling them on Etsy and Not on the High Street, and I just got on Not on the High Street around that time, and they love stuff like that, so they started to sell really well over Christmas. And I remember thinking, yes, I've got this, like selling so many of these dream catcher kits, taking like massive bags down to the post office. And then it sort of quietened down in January, February time after the mad rush of Christmas, and then I sort of realised this is more of a Christmas kind of thing, like it's not going to be like that all year round. So from then I made a few different kits, you know, different styles of dream catchers, different colours, and then I decided that I'd also make some digital prints, because they're pretty easy to make, and you know, they're not that much effort, but you can still sell them. That sounds really bad. No. But I really like Photoshop and stuff like that, so I wanted to make some of those, so I made some quotes ones, and I've been making those a lot more recently now, actually, because my dream catcher kits, they still do really well around Christmas time, but for the rest of the year they're not that good of a seller, just because they're more of like a gift. So I've been making my digital prints, which I really enjoy. And then I also made, I don't even know if you know about these, my little notebooks. Have you seen my little notebooks?
You've mentioned them before.
Do you want me to show you one of them?
Yeah.
So that one's a little book of reasons why I love you. Aww. People get it for like, you know, their significant others. And then the bride-to-be one, that one's quite popular. And mother of the bride-to-be one, that was really, really popular, and it's just run out, and it's just been Mother's Day. So last night actually I was designing some more, because I'm going to order even more like maid of honour ones, and even like mother of the groom. Like, you wouldn't think that's popular, but people were asking, you know, if you had mother of the groom one. Someone asked about a grandmother of the bride.
Different brides will be close with different family members. Yeah,
absolutely. So I think I'm gonna just make a few more of those, and even ones, you know, like little gratitude journals and stuff like that. But I haven't made those yet. And then when was it? It was about September last year that I decided that I wanted to have a little dabble into the jewellery world. So I started making necklaces, basically just necklaces. Oh yeah, I've got mine on. I've got my, I don't know whether you'll be able to see it, my feathery one.
The Instagram pictures are really nice.
My bar one. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And I started making those in September, and then it was just like life happened, and I just felt like I needed to concentrate on my dream catchers when it was leading up to Christmas, so I sort of put those on the back burner.
As we've discovered over the years, you think, oh, I'm gonna be self-employed and do this and just do this, and I'm just gonna get loads of clients and have loads of money, and I'm not gonna have to worry about anything.
Exactly.
And it just doesn't happen. And you have to like
branch out a little bit.
Why I wanted you on the podcast is you really think on your feet, and you just like, right, what do I like to do? What do I like to do? What can I make and what can I sell? And you've just like done little bits and bobs here, and something like you've followed the things that do better.
Yeah, exactly.
And the things that don't, you've not let them like stop you from trying new things.
Yeah. I like
but
that.
I think when you have little businesses here and there, like your jewellery, sometimes it does take a bit longer because there's so many
jewellery brands as well, like so many,
and it's time limited as well. If you're trying to juggle things and get something new off the ground, it's
because I loved taking the pictures for them, and I got super into it, like the Instagram, I got so into it. And then just Christmas, and then I was just buried in like feathers and materials again, and then I felt like I couldn't make any more of them, but I do want to make more because I do really like them. And I really like my feather one, and I haven't found any feathers that are the same as these ones, and these ones are like really expensive. So I don't want to keep buying these ones.
It's hard.
So I need to find a good supplier as well. And some of the suppliers that I did get just aren't quite right for what I want, so it's kind of fishing through it. Maybe I should have held off making my Instagram before, but I got too excited with the pictures and everything.
Though, like, you can pick it back up.
Yeah, that's true. I will have to do that because I did really like taking the pictures.
Yeah.
I think you're literally my last picture on there. It was ages ago. It's okay.
I do love my necklace. I do. So if someone's listening to this and they maybe like making something, or they think they'd like making something, and they want to know what they would even do to start thinking about, getting this materials, where is your like starting point when you tackle something like this?
Like
when you think, I'm going to make jewellery, where do you go? Like, what do you research? What's important to look out for and to watch out for? And
I do a lot of research. I probably do too much research, because then I sort of think, oh no, I'm not going to buy these now because I can probably get them for a better price and all that kind of thing. The best thing to do is just write down exactly what you need, or even maybe have so for my jewellery, for example, I had an inspiration board on Pinterest of the things that I really liked and sort of what I wanted to, not copy, but base off of.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So I wanted to go for quite simple, because I love that really simple, dainty necklaces and things. So for that, I made all these boards, and then I started drawing little designs of what I wanted to make. And from then I decided, right, so if I'm going to make that one, then I need some delicate chain or something. And so I was like, right, so I need delicate chain. And then I was like, oh, I want some of these, these bar things. I think these are really, really sweet. So I was like, I want some of those, blah, blah, blah. And then I just went a bit on just a Google search and just searched for them. And I actually found them on Etsy, which usually I would say that supplies on Etsy can be really expensive. But these ones, they're on I think it's an American-based brand who sells all the supplies, and I got literally all of them from there because they're all so nice. And also, you want good quality when it's this kind of thing anyway. So I got them from there. And then you've got to think about packaging as well. That's really important. So I had a little search for boxes. I don't know if I've got any to show you, but so I've got these little white boxes. And there's so many different packaging websites, because obviously I've got loads of packaging for my dream catchers as well. And I've sort of found who I like and who I don't like so much. Because also it's, you know, who's going to deliver when you need them to deliver, you know, around Christmas time. I remember I was running out of these Jiffy bags and so I ordered them, and I was literally, you know, writing in the notes section, I was like, I need these by tomorrow, and they did. They like came the next day, which was really nice of them. So stuff like that helps. So I think I got the boxes from the same place as I got my Jiffy bags, and then I do get my Dreamcatcher kit boxes from somewhere else because I like the way that they do them. But it's just finding your favourites.
Yeah, like a balance between knowing what you can afford and like budgeting.
Exactly.
But also making sure you find something that's the best quality you can get for your money.
Yeah, absolutely. And also then you can sort of do certain things yourself. So I have some logo stickers, and I've just made them myself, because you can buy like a pack of 10, you know, printer sheets with the circles on, and you can just print them out yourself, like that kind of thing. You don't need to buy because they can get really expensive, the stickers. I remember trying to get some of my logo stickers, and it was like getting up to like 50 quid for stickers. I was like, what? Like, some things you do want to spend money on, and some things I just feel like you don't have to as much. And it's also just like and it's also like a progression thing. Here, this is going to be really interesting. So I've always had the same actual boxes, but the actual thing on them has progressed over the years. Like, when I first started, I don't even know if I've got one from when I first started because it looked so bad. One of my original ones, like this. And this is even more high tech than it was in the beginning. So this one is what it used to look like, and it looks a little bit like, now I look at it and I think, cringe, that looks so awful, like the writing and stuff. But I used to print these out just on regular paper and then cut them and then stick them onto the boxes with double-sided tape. It used to take ages. And then I got printer paper that had the stickers already on there. I was going to actually order pre-made stickers, so these actually come with all the stuff on them. So I just peel it off and stick it on, and it's so much easier.
For anyone like listening and not watching, I will take like pictures of everything, so you can see Rosie's like amazing work at horrocks.com/podcast.
You can see my progression. But I've got so many.
And I think one thing that I've said to Gabby when she was on from Chroma Stationery, because she just started that as a uni project, and I think when it's a product it's really daunting. But I think it just goes to show you have to just do it and know that you'll progress and it'll look better, and you know the quality will just grow as you grow the business, rather than feeling like it has to be completely perfect off the bat. Because
then if you do that, then you're never gonna even start it, because it'll just be too expensive. Like, the stickers that I use now are obviously way more expensive than printing them out and sticking them on with double-sided tape. And even the instruction booklets inside, I used to print them out myself, and now I get them printed, and it's just, once you've, you know, made a bit of money off of it, then you can put more money back into it and make it look nicer, I think. So and is that like your advice? Like, try and reinvest as much as you can? I definitely think you need to reinvest, because otherwise you're not gonna grow. Basically.
I want to talk about creativity.
Okay.
Because I never saw myself as like a creative person, because I wasn't good at art at school. But obviously, like, I do makeup and I write.
And that's
I have a blog and like podcast, and
there's different ways of being creative. Definitely. I could not write a blog post to save my life. It would be awful, like, honest to God.
But what I'm trying to get at is, I think everyone's like creative in their own way. And do you think have you always been dead creative? Has like making things sort of always been something that you enjoyed doing and has come naturally to you?
I think so. Like, I don't really remember, but there's loads of pictures of me from when I was little, and I'll just be outside, literally outside on that patio, because I've lived here my entire life. And like, there'll be a picture of, you know, like grass in like a circle with, you know, flowers everywhere, like making this weird face thing.
Like Instagram shoot.
Yeah, literally. And I was like 4. So I've always kind of made things, and I really liked art at school, and then I did art A level as well, and I liked that. Although I didn't like the structure behind it, you know, sort of when you were doing like a final piece and you had to do like 4 different versions of. I always hated that. I was like, why am I doing that? Because I just want to do my final piece.
Or you have to like spend a certain amount of hours on it. Or...
Yeah, I hated that. So I guess I'm kind of creative in the sense that when I want to do something, I just want it to like be done. Like I don't like the process of it as much as it being actually done. But then again, no, because I really enjoy doing like my Photoshop prints and everything. I like taking photos and editing photos and stuff like that. I think I kind of have been quite creative.
When you say like you hate the structure behind when you did art at school and stuff, do you think that ties into why you wanted to be self-employed and like start your own business?
Probably.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't imagine really. I'm the kind of person I get bored quite easily, I think. I don't like the structure of going in and doing something the same thing every day. Same people. That would literally drive me insane. The same people. Well, you know, I do work with a lot of the same people, but it's not an everyday kind of thing.
And it's different when you click with someone. Yeah. Because there's a difference between like having work besties or like business besties and people who are doing the same things and you just get on and you like doing collaborating and stuff like you and Jasmine do. Instead of having people that are just there. People in the same office. Yeah.
Obviously, I'm sure it's fun, but I just don't think it'd be something that I'd be into. Like, I just like doing my own thing, and I like going out and doing stuff with other people, but I also really like just doing stuff myself as well. Yeah. And I don't know, it's just quite rewarding, I think, sometimes when you look at, you know, things that you've made or whatever, and you just think that, hey, I've done that myself. Yeah. I think it's cool.
Yeah. Or like all of your income comes from you.
Yeah, just you.
Not like I never want to sound like whatever bashing like 9-to-5 jobs on the podcast, because me and Georgie said that on her. She was like, I don't want people to feel alienated if they have a proper job.
I just think you're so cool for having a proper job. I still feel like I'm just messing around.
What I'm getting at is I think it's a personality thing, because it's not for everyone.
Yeah.
But I think certain people have certain personality traits that make them better suited to being a business owner.
Yeah, definitely.
Like being, you know, a bit introverted, like actually enjoying spending time by yourself.
Yeah. Some people would hate that. Yeah. Some people would literally hate that.
Yeah.
I really like it.
Me too. So moving on to the last section, I ask these questions to everyone who comes on the podcast.
Okay.
I feel like you've shared loads of really good tips about starting your own business and all that kind of stuff, but this is more about you. Me. So, what are your non-negotiable self-care rituals, or like things you love to do to look after yourself if you've had like a stressful day or a long day and you just want to chill?
Get in the bath for about 3 hours.
Same.
Literally, I'm not joking.
When you come out.
Yeah, I could lie in a bath all day. I think I could. Is that a world record? I could.
Yeah.
I love having a bath, and just. Well, to be fair, I don't really just switch off. I kind of watch YouTube videos or listen to music and stuff. But yeah, a bath is my number one. I love baths.
Next question is, what's challenging you to leave your comfort zone and grow recently? So what are you up to at the moment that's a bit scary, or like apart from this?
This literally one thing.
But in work, like, is there anything new that you're trying to get off the ground, or personally?
I'm honest to God, I'm really bad at leaving my comfort zone. That's one thing I need to work on. That'll answer my next question. I know what the next question is going to be. My goals.
Yeah.
Yes. That should be one of my goals, to leave my comfort zone more.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I do. But then I also think about it in the same way that I've always been quite like a shy person, as you could probably tell on the camera. And, you know, like when we go to sort of weddings or doing makeups, we're going into a room of people we don't know and like making conversation for 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah.
So I kind of think that pushes me out of my comfort zone every week.
Yeah.
But then you can't really say that it's out of my comfort zone now because I've been doing it for so long, so it doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, because it's not, even though it's difficult, like, it can be difficult if someone, you know, if it's a stressful environment, or if someone's like arguing, or someone's crying, or you see all sorts on wedding morning. But yeah, it's like, originally it would have been you like leaping outside your comfort zone, because I remember one of like my first weddings, like full wedding party, was so scared,
so nervous, because you don't know what to talk about. You can gauge a person by the initial 5 minutes of meeting them, whether they're going to be a chatty person or whether they're going to be like, just let me,
I feel like
be myself.
Makeup artists, hairdressers, beauticians, like facialists, we're very good at gauging people and like gauging their energy and like their vibe, whether they're like chatty, whether they're shy, whether they're, you know, like completely outspoken and they're just not gonna shut up.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone's so
I don't like
different.
those people. I'm just like, you just keep talking. I like all these
I'm just gonna get on with my job.
Yeah.
But yeah, for someone else, other people I know who are really confident people, I look at them and think, I wish I had their really confidence. If they had to do what I do, like either sit in front of a camera and talk, and then put something on the internet, or go into a room full of people I don't know and be like, hi, I'm Kat, like I'm gonna do your makeup today. They would be pooing them pants.
Mortified. Exactly. It's just different kinds of pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, I guess. One of my top goals actually, and this would definitely be leaving my comfort zone, is to live somewhere else for a little bit. But I don't know how I'm going to do that, because I've got obviously weddings lined up for the rest of the year, and you know, it'd have to be, I can't just live somewhere for like a couple of days. Like I want to live somewhere for like a month at least.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether that's feasible anymore because I've got weddings. Damn. But I could always do that next year.
Yeah.
What are my other goals? I think I also this year wanted to go on a course, and I don't know what kind of course yet. I was kind of thinking
course, aren't you?
My calligraphy course, yes. That I'm excited about that. Yeah, that's true actually. That's one of my goals.
We never like realise that we've done something good.
Yeah, exactly.
Until someone else points it out and they're like, you know, you did that and you said you would do it, and you're like, oh yeah, I am quite good at things sometimes.
Exactly. So I was thinking whether to do like a Photoshop course, just because I like that and I'm probably not doing all the stuff that I could be doing, or you know, like an Illustrator course, or even something. I was, you know, the LVL lashes. Yeah. I'm like really tempted to go on a course for that, because I feel like that looks really like therapeutic to do, and that would tie in nicely with the makeup and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, just doing some more learning, because I feel like I haven't learned anything in ages. I've tried to teach myself things, but that's not the same as learning off someone who actually knows what they're talking about.
Yeah. So where can people go to find you and like everything you do online?
So I've got my Making Things Happen shop, which is my Dreamcatcher kits and my little books. And then I've got MTH Digitals, which is my digital shop, and that's Etsy. My Making Things Happen is on Etsy and not on the high street.
Yeah.
And then, so the MTH Digitals is just Etsy, and then MTH Design. See, I tried to keep it under the same like umbrella, like Making Things Happen. Yeah. That's my jewellery, MTH Designs, and that's on Etsy. Oh, and then the makeup company. Hey, follow the makeup company.
Yeah.
And that's our wedding.
Yeah, the makeup company is Rosie and her friends, her friend Jasmine's like little partner makeup business. Is sort of advertised together, because when you do weddings, it's a bit like, I don't know why I just do it by myself.
I don't know how you do it by yourself.
Well, I don't do hair because they do makeup and hair.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And it's a madness, isn't it?
It's
my
so
wedding morning, so they like team up to do it together. So the makeup company on Facebook, and you're based in Glossop, but you cover like everywhere in the northwest and anywhere else. Yeah. You were up in Northumberland the other week, weren't you?
Yeah.
You're not a blogger. You're not used to being online and on social media all the time.
I'm not used to selling myself.
Yeah. But you do like really cool things and make cool things, so I wanted people to know about it, and there are probably people listening who want to make things and they're too scared to or whatever, so it's good to hear someone's story of just like going for it.
Yeah, exactly. You don't even have to, you literally don't even have to tell anyone about it. That's what I think. I didn't tell anyone. Actually, I told one of my friends, and my mum, obviously, but I didn't tell anybody else. Like, I didn't make a Facebook page for it because I thought, oh my god, people will find me from that. And I didn't even have it in my Instagram bio for like 3 years. I've only just put my Making Things Happen shop in my Instagram bio because I just didn't want anyone to know about it. And you don't even have to. If you don't want anyone to know about it, friends or family wise, because you're scared of what they'll say, then just don't.
Yeah.
Don't tell them.
Yeah. But don't let it stop you.
Yeah, don't let it stop you.
If you head to cathorrocks.com/podcast, Rosie's episode will be there, along with all of her links to all of her amazing little businesses and shops and makeup business and all that she does online. So go and follow her. And thank you so much for watching and listening, everyone.
Yay.
I will see you soon.
Bye.